Okay, welcome to another YouTube video. Today I am going to show you my Parasol collection because I've been asked a few times by people about, why I have parasols, that kind of thing, and I legitimately use them all summer. Unfortunately, I feel like I should have worn something a little more velvety and pretty for this video, but instead I decided to wear sequin shorts, whatever. Anyways, yeah, so my parasols live in this stand all the time when I am not using them, and they are actually parasols, not umbrellas, which is a completely different thing. Parasols do you like zero good in the rain. They don't help you. You just get soaked because they're not made of water-resistant fabric. They're usually made of like cottons and stuff, especially mine, because most of them are really old, except for the ones that I have recovered. So I don't have a ton, but anyways, I thought you would enjoy seeing them, so here they are. So first of all, I would like to point out my second most recent parasol. It is this one. I just recovered this myself. It's done in a stretch satin with a lace ruffle, and I put a little bow on here. This is an antique parasol frame that I bought for $5 at an antique market because the fabric was rotten. It was originally black when I bought it, but the fabric was like rotten. So I made a pattern and then made it myself. So it goes up like this, with the little bow on top, which I think is super cute, right? And this one's interesting because it's the only one that I have that also has fabric in the bottom. Most of them don't. They're just like a normal like fabric on top like you would expect. But this one also has fabric underneath, so I actually had to do like a double layer when I remade it, if that makes sense, which was kind of interesting. I hadn't done that before. So there you go. Parasol number one, stretch satin. Wooden handle. I rather like that it has nubs on either end, and I really like this. I don't know if you can see that, but I really like that wear there, because that means a lady a long time ago was using it like as a walking stick, which I think is super fun. It's too short for me to do that, but like I think that's still super fun. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it over here so that they're not as bulky in the stand. This one is what I call my backup parasol, because I use it, I basically keep it in the car and use it when I don't have any other options, or when I forget a parasol or that kind of thing, because I haven't really done anything to it. It's pretty messed up, and I haven't really fixed it up or anything because it's still functional, and they don't have to look pretty for me. I just want to be able to use them. So this one is in its original form. It's got sun damage, obviously. I put a couple patches of lace on it here because you can probably see it splitting. It's rusty. The edges keep coming apart, so I keep rebinding the edges in things and then re-sewing them down, because every now and then, see, this one's starting to go right here. One of these will just go sproing, and like that's it. So then you got to take that off, bind the edge, and then sew it back on to make it functional again. But this is just kind of my parasol that like I don't really care about, but it serves its purpose, and if I have to do something where it might get hurt, I'd rather take this one than any of the other ones, just in case. It kind of has this neat wood handle though with a silver thing on the end. That's kind of neat. At some point I might recover this frame when I get around to it, or if it gets too bad that I just can't keep it anymore. But anyways, the backup parasol. I also have this one, which is super exciting. A friend of mine said, wow, wouldn't it be great if you made a holographic parasol? And I was like, God damn it, don't say those things, because then it got in my brain and then I had to do it, and then it was a lot of work for me. But anyway, this one I recovered in holographic fabric, because who doesn't need a holographic parasol? And this one opens by itself. It's a bit scary. Ugh. There we go. Ta-da! So fancy. So glittery. But yeah, so that is my holographic parasol. This was a ton of work for me. This was the first parasol that I ever recovered. So that, and then I bound all the edges by hand. I sewed this all by hand, this satin ribbon around the edge, and then stitched it down to that. And then I put the black fabric underneath is from the original parasol. I didn't move that. I just left it there for structure. And then I did all the edges, and then I put a bunch of like cool glittery stuff up here just to hide where the fabric joins the pole, because it's not a very pretty seam. So, and I like this one because it goes up automatically, so it's like a hat trick. You're just like, bam! It's like, and then ta-da, your parasol is up. So this one gets a lot of attention when we go out in public. My partner likes to use this one a lot because he's a big fan of holographic stuff. I haven't done anything to the handle. I didn't paint it or anything, but whatever. A handle's a handle. I like it. So there you go. Holographic parasol. My next parasol, this is all original. I haven't touched this one. And this was my only pagoda parasol. So this is when they have a shape like this, that's called a pagoda. And that's all original, and it's in really good shape. I'm really, really pleased with it. The handle is a bit messed up. The handle has some like cracks and chips in it, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's just for holding. It's all good, and I'm super pleased that I found one of these in black, because I do see these fairly regularly, but they're usually like pastel colors or different stuff. But this one is actually black, and it makes me really, really, really happy. Again, it has like, I feel like a lot of these were used for ladies to like walk with, but I'm unfortunately too tall for that, because I would totally rock a parasol as a walking stick. That would be really, really fun. So yeah, black pagoda parasol, very exciting. Unsurprisingly, most of my parasols are black, except for the holographic one. Then next we have, second last, this is my all-purpose parasol. This is probably my favorite, just plain black, all-purpose. Again, this one opens by itself, which makes me really happy. It has a few holes. See, it has a few holes, but I haven't fixed them. I think it just adds to the charm. So yeah, this is just a plain all-purpose parasol, but it's really sturdy and it makes me really, really happy. And this one I did paint the handle black on, although it's kind of black and sunscreen colored at the moment, because I'm usually wearing a ton of sunscreen when I go out. So some of the sunscreen has kind of gotten into it and made it a bit gray, but I have had to repair a few of the edges here and there. Had to, like, because they come off and then you have to add stuff on them and fix them again. But anyways, it's still holding up pretty well, this one. I hope it lasts for a long time, because this is my like go-to parasol. If I need to grab a parasol and run out the door, like, this is it. So, and this was probably one of the first parasols that I ever bought myself, and I'm super pleased. I love it. And last but not least, I just recovered this one. This is the last one that I did. It's a black velvet pagoda. It was originally a yellow pagoda, which was super ugly. So I recovered it in black velvet. Hang on, it's a bit twisted here for some reason. I don't know what it's doing. It's being a bit weird. Anyways, this is the parasol that I just redid. And it has the pagoda shape and a little button on top, and I did it in black velvet, because who doesn't love a black velvet parasol? And I haven't had one before. So yeah, I have finished it and I am really pleased with it, and yeah, I think it turned out really well. It was a bit of a challenge to recover a pagoda. I haven't done that before. I would do some things differently probably next time, but anyways, yeah, it sort of reminds me of Tim Burton now, and I love it. So yeah. So there you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parasols. That's all I have. I kind of collect them, I guess. I don't really like go out of my way to like collect parasols, but I do love them, and if I find some that I like, then I will definitely buy them. Usually I try to buy black ones because it's a lot of work to recover them, but if I get them cheap enough or whatever, I'll just recover them myself, or if I want something interesting like the holographic one. So there you have it. Short and sweet. That's all there is. No more in this stand for now. Only walking sticks, and I'll show you those later. So anyways, if you liked this video, you should give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm under Madame Absinthe. It's Madame_Absinthe. Same on Twitter, Madame_Absinthe if you want to follow me on Twitter. See all my crazy, that's where I keep all my sewing projects. When I'm working on stuff, I'll usually go on there and be like, God damn it, I'm recovering a parasol and it's awful. Tweet. Anyway, so if you want to hear me swearing about sewing projects, that's where you should do it. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and I will make more videos for you when I have some time.